This is Stuart. You may recognise him from movies such as Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2. He's also appeared in several adverts. One of his hobbies is playing guitar. And here is a fairly lavish guitar case and his own amplifier. So let's plug in his guitar. So now we can use these infrared beams here instead of the switches that are inside Stuart's body to activate his voice and music talents. So the speaker from the tape recorder, is mounted here, and this is the grill from the tape recorder. Stuart's guitar also has a MIDI output, so he can use it to play other musical instruments such as this Fruity Loops Slayer guitar. Like that. This is the underside of Stuart and his guitar. This little circuit board was inside Stuart. It connected to 6 switches. 2 of the switches were used slightly differently than the other 4. One switch was used to power on, and another switch was used to sense when the plastic guitar plug was inserted into his hip and switched modes. For this bend, I've just using those 2 connections. All the switches have one side in common, and this allows me to easily use one switch to cycle through his different speaking and music talents, and the other switch to turn his music and songs on and off. The switches are connected to pins on this Arduino Pro Mini, so by setting an output low, it activates the effect on the circuit board. This is the cassette tape mechanism and the cassette tape electronics board. The bend to the electronics board is that I have wired it so that it is permanently on. The switch used to turn it on originally is now just used to turn the motor on if you have a cassette tape in the player and hit play. The lid of the cassette compartment is attached to the underside of the guitar case. So if you hit the eject let's play. If you hit eject, what happens is that this allows the guitar case to tip up. Like that. I could probably put some stronger springs in so that it comes up on its own. Knock it back down again. So we have the Arduino Pro Mini, which is a very small version form factor of an Arduino, based on a 328 CPU. And here we have an NE556 timer chip using as an oscillator, and it uses a simple PWM output from the Arduino, converts into voltage, which then converts into different frequencies, and that's what you hear when you play the guitar. Down the bottom corner here is a MIDI output. This allows you to plug in other instruments and play them through using the guitar on the front. The amount of bending in this Stewart guitar bend is very minimal on purpose. So it's very simple to do, and basically anybody with some minimal soldering skills should be able to replicate this process. Fairly exhaustive instructions are available on the website link. The unit is powered with 4 C cells, which are stored in this tape recorder's battery compartment, so it uses 6 volts. The Stewart voice box uses 3 volts, and so it's powered off halfway up the battery stack. So the on-off switch, which is around the back of the guitar amp, is a double pole switch. So one side switches the 6 volt, one side switches the 3 volt. So this is the original speaker out of the tape recorder, and it provides the loud output